there everyone, Michael and Dave here again with an extra edition of the Moorview Monthly. This is a very short one, so that's why we called it the extra one, because this is the night we are actually interviewing Adrian Tier with all your questions. But there were some questions that came in that weren't really applicable to the board, but we probably could answer for you, mostly around the big screen and different things that are going on around the ground. Let's see, I've got them here on my phone. One of them was, why don't we show movies on the scoreboard during the week and charge an entrance fee? We don't really have the rights to do that.
No, we don't.
Also, just over in my head,
we don't have a PA system.
We don't have a PA system. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Unfortunately, the screen isn't linked to the ground PA system. When we were streaming last season, we thought about possibly, because fans weren't, or a lot of fans potentially weren't going to be allowed into the Boxing Day match if it took place. We were talking about possibly running something here, socially distanced outside using the screen, but we couldn't do that because there'd be no sound and it just wouldn't be the same. So, yeah, that's unfortunately why we can't do that.
There's another one here. Why don't you do more player and fan features and training features on the YouTube channel? Well, I mean, player features, we do a few within the Moorview Monthly.
Quite a few interviews happen, yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, in terms of fan features, let us know if you have any ideas, if there's anything you want us to see. I mean, we do hope to do a few things with some of the supporters clubs. I know we have something planned, I think, with at least one of them, possibly two.
We talked to Triangle. They want us to do a bit on them. We've been approached by the Victoria to do a bit of a feature on them as well. So any of the clubs, either speak to yourselves or even go through Carsey, the new supporters liaison officer.
Why are there no programmes anymore?
You can answer that one.
Yeah. Programmes, as you may or may not know, I was the programme editor here for a while, and I can assure you they are a hell of a lot of work. And in this modern day, I mean, even back in the day, whenever we were doing programmes, like we were doing a print run, maybe 150, 200, and we weren't selling them every week. And it's like, there's a cost there to the club, which is a real shame, because I'd love to have a programme back. It's a lot of work though, and I mean, I'm not volunteering for it, put it like that.
Even the digital programme, there'd be enough work in that to
oh yeah, 100%.
keep it going, like, you know.
As someone who has a background in the newspaper industry, like, it's a tough ask to do that. You need to sit down and write articles, you need to sit down and plan the pages, you need to sit down and make up the pages. It's not just a case of, like, these things all take time to come together, and with everything that's going on at the minute, with what we're doing the media team, I think my wife would kill me if I took that on.
Yeah, I think mine would too.
Another one we got was, why do we not come out to better music? No more Z cars, please. Well, I mean, if you were here before 3 o'clock on a match day, you would know that Z cars is gone.
Yeah, it was unanimously voted out by, I think, pretty much everybody.
You may recall there was a survey on it a while ago regarding the music
and
whatever else. Now, a lot of that's still in the works, shall we say?
Yeah, we have a playlist and we have a few options. We've been doing a couple of times. We did Ace of Spades. We've tried
my personal favourite, by the way.
Sandstorm by Darude. I think that's the one we're using at the minute. And we've tried Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. If you've any suggestions, by all means, stick them in the comments below or whatever, and we'll see what we can do. But again, going back to what we're talking about there, the song is fine, but unfortunately at the minute the PA system is probably what limits that a little bit, because no matter what song you play, it's an old system that is not really meant for music. Yeah. So until we can address that,
if anybody wants to put their hand in their pocket and buy a new PA system,
yes, please do.
Let us know. Why don't we make it easier for fans to get requests in for the scoreboard, e.g. birthday requests? Well, I mean,
I don't think we've ever made it difficult.
It was never difficult. I think if you approach the club, you can get a request on. You can also email media@glenavonfc.com, and we might look at other ways we might make it a little bit more easier. Yeah, as well.
There's been quite a few. I mean, there's all things we can do. The only thing we can't do obviously is play a video where you're literally saying happy birthday, because there'll be no sound. But apart from that, if you've any ideas, say get in touch and we'll go from there.
Why are there no replays of goals on the scoreboard? We're not allowed to, is the answer. Half time, I think we are allowed to show stuff,
some highlights and stuff like that.
But we don't have access to the footage.
The footage that we have is edited after the match, and it's only really available 24 hours later. We're not allowed to put anything out on the match day because of broadcast restrictions.
Yep. Sticking with that sort of thing, why did all the highlights dry up before the Portadown match on the YouTube channel? Simple reason was technology let us down, but we're back in action. I'm looking over here at our ace editor over here who's going to confirm that for me. He's giving me a nod. We're all right. So,
but I mean, but we still had they probably weren't great at the standard that we had. We still had highlights available for people who couldn't make the matches, but hopefully they should be.
Yep.
Back up to scratch.
Why can't you make out any announcements over the tannoy or the speaker system like team news, etc.? We have sort of covered that with the PA system. Yeah. That is sort of it. That's all the questions that I can see. Oh, hang on, there was one actually I wanted to read out. Where is it? It was one about Gary. Oh, here it is. Why don't you get people to sponsor Gary Hamilton to shave his beard?
That would be...
I don't know if we could do that.
No, that would be worse than Delilah shaving Samson's head, like.
Oh, I don't think it would.
That wouldn't happen, like.
I don't think it would work. But
that would be similar to getting Al or even me to shave my beard, like. That wouldn't happen.
No. It's more like me trying to get me to grow one. You have more luck.
Yeah, sponsor Michael to grow a beard, yeah. There we go.
That's the end of this More View Monthly Extra, thank goodness. If anybody has any other harebrained, crazy fundraising ideas, let us know. But until the next More View Monthly, we'll see you again. All the best.